नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. In the last session, we discussed several lessons from the episode of Kaliya, how Krishna subdued Kaliya, and Krishna's intention was never to destroy Kaliya or kill him, but only to destroy and kill the poisonous mentality within him. And Krishna was successful enough to do that. And we also discussed how, although Kaliya received dust of Krishna's lotus feet on his heads, and although Kaliya could embrace Krishna for 48 minutes, one muhurta period, still Kaliya received Krishna's mercy only when Nagapatnis prayed for him. Even a recipient of Krishna's dust on one's hoods, even someone who happened to embrace Krishna for one muhurta, is not actual recipient of Krishna's mercy. It is mercy, no doubt, undoubtedly it's mercy. But Krishna will show his real mercy only when we please devotees, only when devotees are pleased with us. That's the importance of sadhus or devotees in our lives. Without sadhu sangha, without sadhu kripa, making a connection with Krishna is very difficult. And what pleases a sadhu, what invokes that compassionate spirit in the heart of a sadhu, so that the sadhu will bless us, our good character, our good dealings, our sadachar. When we have the right kind of etiquettes and behavior and conduct and mood and attitude, you may not be very efficient. You may not be able to do so many things. You may not have the capacity to do multitasking, this and that. That's fine. Krishna doesn't expect us to become great performers. But what Krishna expects from us is a mood in which we respect all the devotees, we value their contributions, and we love them, we care for them. We don't lose our sensitivity towards them. We also discussed about Vaishnava sensitivity a few weeks back. Gajendra was caught up in this water body, in that lake, in the jaws of a crocodile. And this crocodile was trying to pull Gajendra for about 1000 years. Gajendra was pulling crocodile out of this water, and crocodile was pulling Gajendra inside the water, and this pulling and pushing happened for 1000 years. Finally, when Gajendra offered prayers to the Lord Vishnu, And the Lord came on the back of Garuda, released his Sudarshana Chakra and killed that crocodile and saved Gajendra. But in this pastime, Krishna did not just save Gajendra only. The Lord also saved this crocodile. As soon as the crocodile got the opportunity, golden opportunity to be touched by or to be sliced by the Sudarshan Chakra of Krishna, of Lord Vishnu, he was purified. He was cursed to become a crocodile. He was a Gandharva named Huhu, but he was cursed to become a crocodile because of some mistake he has done. And the Lord relieved him from that curse. Why? What was the qualification of that crocodile? Qualification of Gajendra, you could see. He was Indrajimana Maharaj in his past life. And in this life, as Gajendra, as an elephant, as the king of elephants, he also offered heartfelt prayers to the Lord. We are reciting that Gajendra Stuti so many times. So Gajendra's point is very clear. 1,000 years he struggled and he offered obeisances to the Lord, he offered prayers to the Lord, and he had a devotional background in the past life also. That's great, that's amazing. But what tapasya did crocodile do? What great pious credits or spiritual credits did crocodile accumulate? Did the crocodile do some puja? Did some Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, etc.? Padasevanam. Actually, it's not Padasevanam. It's Padasparshanam. Not even Sparsha. It's attack. Attacking the lotus feet. Gharshanam. Okay. I don't know Sanskrit so much, but Gajendra did not serve the lotus feet. Sorry, crocodile did not serve the lotus feet of Gajendra. Did not worship the lotus feet of Gajendra, but tried to kill Gajendra holding on to his lotus feet. But whatever may be the intention, for 1,000 years, this crocodile held on to the lotus feet of Gajendra, who is a devotee. The Lord showed him mercy. You see, in the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, right now the junior batch is reading 7th canto, right? The new batch. In the first chapter, Narada Muni speaks to Yudhishthira Maharaj. Even if somebody meditates on the Lord with negative intentions, even when somebody connects with the Lord with envy, hatred, fear, anger, and any such negative emotions, still, if those negative emotions enter into deep absorption in meditation on the Lord will give them liberation. Right? This is the Lord's mercy. You see, Kamsa. What is the shloka? Kamad Gopyo Bhayat Kamsa. Okay, I'm out of touch. Again, we'll come back in touch because Narasimha Chitra, this is coming up, right? We'll get in touch with 7th canto. So, gopis connected with the Lord through Kama. Of course, that is Prema. Just an example is given there. And Chaitya. Shishupal connected with the Lord with Dvesha. Then Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, they were hateful of the Lord. And Kamsa was fearful of the Lord. But all of them were liberated because somehow or the other with these negative emotions they were completely absorbed in the thoughts of the Lord. Similarly, somehow or the other, if you come in connection with a devotee, the Lord will show mercy on that devotee, on that person. Just as you connect with the Lord with a negative intention, but somehow that negative emotions make you intensely absorbed in the thoughts of the Lord for a prolonged time, the Lord will give liberation, even to such a demoniac person. Similarly, whatever may be the background, whatever may be the intention in connecting with a devotee, if that connection with the devotee becomes very prolonged, and if you're constantly thinking about the devotee, holding on to the devotee's lotus feet or whatever, like this crocodile has done, the Lord shows mercy. Of course, it's not a recommended way, by the way. Okay, let me hate this. It's quite easier to hate a devotee. Let me constantly hate this devotee. Let me have negative emotions towards this devotee. Let me always speak ill about this devotee. Just imagine if your negative emotions for the Lord or for a devotee falls below the standard of Shishupal, you'll end up in hell. They fall below the standard of Hiranyakashipu, will end up in hell. So therefore, these are not recommendations. Somehow they were possibilities. They were possibilities. They need not be possibilities in future. So crocodile held on to the feet of Gajendra for 1,000 years with great determination, not losing grip, not leaving. So the Lord showed some mercy on him also. That's the power of connection with a devotee, even if somebody approaches a devotee with a negative intention. Now tell me another reference. In the third canto of Bhagavatam, there is another reference, another beautiful shloka that says, even if someone approaches a devotee, a sadhu, with a sense gratificatory purpose, still sadhu sangatya should only uplift them. Indra, in the third canto, Indra was there. Okay, what is Indra's example? Whichever canto it may be. Huh? Okay, not that directly connected. It's okay, anyways. Any other example? This is a shloka. Beautiful shloka. Spoken by Mother Devahuti to Kardama Muni. I can't give more hint than this. In Devahuti's Lamentation chapter, 3rd canto, 23rd chapter. That's okay. No.
He said, you are living now, but somehow because I am connected to you, I should get some
like that. So, Kardama Muni, even before marrying Devahuti Mata, he said, after she gives birth to some children, I will go. I will retire. I will take up sannyas. And Devahuti agreed, Swayambhu Manu agreed, Shatarupa agreed, everybody agreed. And true to his promise or word, after Devahuti gave birth to 9 daughters, Kardama Muni was living. Then Devahuti came in front of Kardama Muni and said, my dear Lord, you have not given me abhayam. You have not given me fearlessness in the form of a son. These 9 daughters will marry some husbands and they will go away, and you are going away now. What will happen to me? You should keep me under the protection of a son. That is the intention, but actually along with making this proposal, Devahuti Mata also made a beautiful point. Earlier, when Devahuti served Kardama Muni with so much of love and devotion and dedication, Kardama Muni said, I am very, very pleased with your seva. I can give all the results of my tapasya to you without you having to do any tapasya. I have acquired so much of spiritual credits. I got the darshan of the Lord. In fact, I got love of God. I can give you that love of God. There Prabhupada makes brilliant points. Although the disciple may not work so hard, or he may not be mature enough to get love of God, just by sincerely rendering service to the spiritual master, the disciple becomes entitled to receive all the spiritual blessings from the spiritual master, without he having undergone all that tapasya. Whatever the spiritual master has acquired by one's own sincere tapasya, he can transfer all of that to the disciple without he losing them. Right? Guru attains love of Godhead, and because a disciple sincerely serves the Guru, Guru says, I will also give you love of Godhead. That's what Kardama Muni proposed. Kardama Muni said, my dear Devahuti, I am very pleased with your seva, your dedication. So I can give you love of God. Mother Devahuti said, out of her innocence, I will take love of Godhead later. I want children now. First give me kids. She wanted to become a mother. She did not accept that love of God immediately. Then Kardama Muni said, okay, fine, no problem. You enter that Bindu Sarovar, and she entered the Sarovar. She came out like a very beautiful, pristine queen because of doing so many austerities, And serving Kardamamani, she lost her beauty, she became very emaciated, she became very thin and weak. And Kardamamani revived her original youthful beauty of a princess. And Kardamamani said, I will give you love of God. But she said, I want children. So Kardamamani created a big aerial mansion, and Kardamamani and Devahuti went to different pleasure spots all over the universe. They enjoyed so much, and then they came back to their hermitage, and eventually Devahuti gave birth to 9 daughters. And Kardamamani says, okay, I'm retiring. And now Devahuti said, my dear Lord, you wanted to offer me love of God, and I asked sense gratification from you. And by the way, please don't underestimate the divinity of Devahuti Mata. Although Kardamamani wanted to offer her love of God, she aspired for children. That does not mean she is any less. In fact, her position is little greater than Kardamamani. You know how? Kardamamani was in Dasya Rasa and Devahuti Mata entered Vatsalya Rasa. Then if she is such an exalted devotee, why did she ask for kids? Why did she ask for children when he is saying, I will give you Krishna Prema? Basically, that's a part of the Lord's plan. If she doesn't ask for children, why would Kapilidev appear as her child? So she had to ask for it. So although from one perspective, we may see that, although a great spiritual privilege is given to one who is not that intelligent, will not accept it, will ask for something meager. So that's one point that you may observe, but you may not fully literally attribute that to Devahuti. So Devahuti Mata, she said, even nehayat karma dharmaya naviragaya kalpate na tirtha pada sevaya jivannapi mruto hi saha. This is one shloka. There is another shloka. You have that? Sango yaha samsriter heto asatsu vihito dhiya sa eva sadhu shukruto mokshadvaram apavritam nissangatvaya kalpate. Sango yaha samsriter hetu asatsu vihito dhiya. When you take association of asat, means bad people, materialistic people, that is samsriter hetu. It is the cause of the repeated cycle of birth and death. Sangoyaha samsriter hetu. Asatsu vihito dhiya. Sa eva sadhu shukruto. But if you take association of a devotee, nissangatvaya kalpate, that will give you entrance into the realm of detachment and devotion to the Lord. Even if someone approaches a devotee with a negative intention or for the purpose of sense gratification, still sadhu's association should only benefit them. There is another shloka also. Sadhu's association should only benefit them, even if someone who approaches a sadhu comes for a wrong reason. That's what Devahuti says. A sadhu should be so exemplary in one's character. A sadhu should be so well-wishing in one's intentions. A sadhu should be so forgiving and compassionate and accommodative in one's dealings with others that even if a negative-minded person comes, even if a miscreant or a demon approaches a sadhu for a negative reason, still the sadhu only desires well for them. That's why association of sadhus and blessings of sadhus are most crucial for our spiritual advancement. This is shloka, but you want another pastime. Most classical pastime is Haridas Thakura's pastime. And the Chaitanya Charitamrita Kaviraj Goswami describes. In Banapal, Haridas Thakur is a very, very well-respected Vaishnav. But seeing him receiving so much of reputation and respect and affection from people, Ramachandra Khan became very envious. He's extremely envious. So Ramachandra Khan had sent a prostitute to pollute Haridas Thakur. She came in the evening time, night time, when the night was about to begin, and she just openly expressed her desire, I want to associate with you for sense gratification. And Haridas Thakur did not become angry. He did not curse her. He did not chase her away. He did not blame her. He did not hold any grudge or negativity or hatred towards Ramachandra Khan who had sent her. Nothing. He just said that I will attend to you, I will respond to you once I complete my rounds. Let me finish my rounds. I have taken a vow to complete certain number of rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day. So let me complete my chanting of holy names, then let me talk to you. He was chanting throughout the night, and she was waiting for Haridas Thakur to respond, but it's not happening. So whole night passed, and in the morning she left. And as you know, second night also she came. She waited. Haridas Thakur said the same thing. He gave a false hope. You wait, let me complete my rounds. And she got frustrated. And third night also she came. Same thing happened. But in these 3 nights she developed a desire to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Just in 3 days. 3 nights. Not 24/7. Evening time till morning. From the dusk time till the sunrise time. So only that much time she sat next to Haridas Thakur. She did not do any seva. She did not hear any Harikatha. She did not take up any responsibility of doing some Vaishnava seva or Krishna seva. She did not do any deity worship. She did not study any philosophy. She just sat next to Haridas Thakur as he was chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Totally passive and inactive. But just by merely hearing the chanting of Harinam from the mouth of a sincere, pure devotee, there was a transformation, deep transformation in her heart. She came with a malicious intention to pollute Haridas Thakur, to distract Haridas Thakur. In fact, her intention was so malicious that Haridas Thakur is a pure Vaishnava, Paramahamsa Vaishnava. He is Namacharya. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descended on this planet to spread the process of chanting the holy names of the Lord, but he made Haridas Thakur as Namacharya. Lord Chaitanya wanted to establish Yuga Dharma, which is chanting the holy names of the Lord, and he made Haridas Thakur the Namacharya. He is Acharya of the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. When he is in such an exalted position, she came there just to establish to the whole world that he is not even following 4 regulative principles. Can you just imagine the extent of her malice? And she came as an instrument in the hands of Ramachandra Khan, to act as an instrument in the will of villains is such a heinous way of living life. Already she was in a very unmentionable profession, and on top of it, she also wanted to assist an envious person, an aparadhi, Vaishnava aparadhi. Despite having such a fallen background, just within 3 nights, Haridas Thakur completely transformed her into a pure Vaishnavi. He did not preach to her. He did not speak philosophy. He did not give her any counseling session. What did Haridas Thakur do? He just sat there and continued to chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. He said, wait, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. That's all he did, nothing else. No preaching. You go to Chaitanya Charitamrita, read Antya-Leela. All Haridas Thakur said is, I have some rounds to chant, some pending rounds are there. Let me complete these rounds. You wait till that point, till that moment. That's all he said. Just that waiting time. And while waiting, watching Haridas Thakur, personal association of Haridas Thakur, completely transformed her heart. You know what happened later. In fact, Haridas Thakur wanted to leave Banapol right on the day 1, when he already came to know that she was about to come to pollute him, and she was sent by Ramachandra Khan. Haridas Thakur wanted to clear this place. Why should I stay here and create some kind of envy and jealousy in the heart of Ramachandra Khan? Let me clear this place. That was Haridas Thakur's mood. But Haridas Thakur thought, oh, this innocent prostitute is coming. He had no anger. You see, the heart of a Vaishnava is completely compassionate. Although she is coming with such a unmentionable intention, he is compassionate about her. Compassionate on her. He said, oh, she's coming, she's innocent. He's a villain. She's not envious of me. Somehow he inspired her to be envious. Okay, fine. Let me just stay for 3 more days and transform her. After she was transformed, after she fell at the feet of Haridas Thakur, Haridas Thakur said, I knew who had sent you. I wanted to clear this place 3 days back only. Just for you, I stayed back. See, that is the purity of Haridas Thakur. Don't imitate him, by the way. When somebody comes to distract you, you better run away. Let me stay here and purify those people who have come to distract me. We cannot imitate Haridas Thakur. Not sure whether they will get transformed in the 3 days or we will get transformed. Okay. So let's not become prematurely transcendental. Let's not be too adventurous in bhakti. And somebody said, we are going for book distribution. Prabhupada, we are going to book distribution. I said, okay, where are you going? Prabhupada asked. They said, we are going to bar. Oh, really? Prabhupada said, make sure you come back. Right? So, different devotees have different degrees of capacity to transform people. You understand what is your niche. If you like youth preaching, please stick to that. If you want to do congregation preaching, please stick to that. If somebody has capability to do corporate preaching, okay, let them do that. So different people can handle different kinds of audiences. Some people can handle all audiences. Some people can handle only few audiences. That's fine. But maintaining our purity is priority. And don't be too adventurous in the name of compassion. You can be passionate in the service of Krishna, but if you are too compassionate without having the capacity, then that compassion could be a distraction. That's what we learned from Bharat Maharaj's episode. He was compassionate on a deer. That compassion became a distraction for him. So don't apply these principles of compassion, sympathy, empathy blindly. Understand your bandwidth. So coming back to this story, this main theme, our theme, even if somebody approaches a devotee with a malicious intention, the purity of a devotee should only transform them. And that purity is multifaceted. One is purity in intention, purity in character, purity in one's thoughts, purity in one's lifestyle. So when we maintain our purity, our sanctity, our integrity, our honesty, our humility, our presence can create transformation in 10 people or 100 people, and don't take credit for it. You be pure. You cultivate that purity. And their purity can transform 10 people or 100 people or 1000 people, but don't take credit for it. Our purity is when Krishna stays in our heart. So we are desperate enough to connect with Krishna, and when we are desperately connecting with Krishna with determination, some people may get inspired. You connect them to Krishna, right? So Haridas Thakur did not take any credit for the transformation of this prostitute. He transformed her and he left that place. I am living in this hut. I will not live here anymore. So I am going away. You take this hut. What else should I do? You have acquired so much property with your sinful profession, right? Distribute all that stuff to Brahmanas. Okay. She did that. She shaved up her head. She sat in front of Tulsi Maharani and she started chanting Hare Krishna. She became a pure Vaishnavi that so many exalted devotees come and fall at her feet to take her blessings to develop their inspiration to connect with Krishna. To that degree Haridas Thakur could transform, but he has no attachment. We may preach to 100 people, 1000 people, we may give them kantimalas, we may give them beads, we may inspire them to come to the path of bhakti, all that we can do, but we should not think that we are the doers, we are the performers. It's Krishna's grace, it's Guru's grace, it's Acharya's grace, it's Vaishnava's grace. I'm an instrument in their way. The Lord showed some attention on crocodile only because of Gajendra. That's all. There are so many crocodiles catching rabbits, catching some innocent animals in the forests. The Lord did not attend to any of them. But the Lord caught this crocodile only because crocodile held the feet of Gajendra for 1000 years. You see, that's the power of connection with a devotee. Prolonged connection with a devotee. Again, these are not recommendations. Prostitute came to Haridas Thakur only to pollute him, only to prove that he is a womanizer or sense gratifier, doing some forbidden activities. She just came to establish that fact. Although he is completely pure, her plan is to go and associate with Haridas Thakur, and when they are doing sense gratification, Ramachandra Khan will come with village people and will show, open the door. See, this is what this person is doing. That's the plan. Full master plan. But that plan was never implemented only because of his purity. First day when the plan failed, the prostitute went to Haridas Thakur, went to Ramachandra Khan. I failed. But tomorrow definitely I will have union with him. You bring people. Be ready. I'll SMS you. I'll send a WhatsApp message. Right? Second day also she could not send a WhatsApp message. Third day, no more WhatsApp. Wi-Fi is disconnected completely. Right? She gave up phone only. No smartphone. She became completely transformed. So Ramachandra Khan could never implement his plan. This is the purity of a Vaishnava. Of course, it takes a long time to come to that standard of purity, but we need to endeavor for it. We need to try. It's not that easy. Maya keeps pulling us. Maya keeps on bothering us. But one reality is, just like Krishna never interferes with our independence, Maya also has no ability to interfere with our independence. If Krishna doesn't interfere with our independence, how can Maya interfere with our independence? We give in to Maya. We get tempted. We become allured. We become attracted. We become distracted. Maya can only present distractions and temptations and allurements, but Maya cannot force us. Maya cannot force us. Just like you are traveling in a car, and when there is traffic signal, some people come. Please take this earphones, earpods. Take this earbuds, or take. In cars they put that black thing, right? What is that called? Screen, some screen, so that sun doesn't come inside. Please purchase this from us. Or they will get some toys or balloons or whatever. They can show. It's their duty to show. After all, they have to live. They are selling all this stuff. They will show all this. To purchase or not, it's in our hands. They are advertising so much. This is very good. This is very good quality. So many things. If you get attracted, if you feel the need, you will purchase. Otherwise, you will ignore. You will not purchase. Similarly, Maya also says, this opportunity for sense gratification is very great, accept it. Or this position is great, this privilege is great, this opportunity to go there is great. Like that, Maya can present so many things. Allure us with temptations of desire, name, fame, prestige, money. All these things Maya can present in front of us, and it's up to us whether to subscribe or not. They will say, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Whether to subscribe or not, it's in your hands. You don't have to hit the bell icon. If you choose to go to the temple and ring the bell there, or if you just ring the bell, which is your own tongue, and chant Hare Krishna, and you don't have to subscribe to that channel. It's up to us. It's completely up to us. So we should not blame Maya. Yes, Acharyas have described Maya is Pishachi and all that. That is only to warn us, don't look in that direction. But that's not literally, she is not a Pishachi. She is a servant of Krishna. Mama Maya Duratyaya. Mama Maya. Krishna, she is my energy. The Lord's energy is transforming, is testing us in this way so that only qualified people, eligible people enter Krishna's abode. So Maya's duty is to test us. And as a part of test, she will tempt us. Right? Tempting is a test. So when she is tempting us, she wants to test us. And for the test, you should not hate. No, or Prabhu, Gauranga Prabhu is conducting test every week. Will you hate him if the question paper is very tough? Right? So your teachers may give tough question paper. Sometimes they will ask you, quote 4 shlokas in this exam. 4 shloka ek din mein kaisa hoga? Tough test. You lose marks. No problem. So sometimes the test is tough. Don't hate the person who is testing you. Similarly, don't hate Maya. You hate your own inability to uh, control your temptations, control your urges. You hate your own inability to take shelter of Krishna but give into the temptations of Maya. Sometimes, although we have opportunity to take shelter of Krishna or get distracted by Maya, we consciously make a choice. We choose it. Consciously we choose it. That's our problem, not Maya's problem. Maya is doing her job. How determined is he in the practice of bhakti? Let me just check. Just like Surasa, she emerged from the ocean just to test the determination of Hanuman. Let me test him. How determined is he? You enter my mouth. Hanumanji was not tempted at all. Even before Surasa, this Mayanaka mountain came. When you know this, right? Sundarakanda. So when Hanumanji was jumping across the Lanka ocean, Mayanaka mountain came out and said, you have to go long distance, 100 yojanas. And after reaching there, my God, so many things you have to do. I think you deserve some rest. Relax. Take some fruits, take some berries, have some rest. Then you can proceed. Hanumanji said, no, my goal is yet to be achieved and my time is limited. How can I accept any facilities that dampen my enthusiasm or absorption in this seva? Let me not do it. Please forgive me. He respectfully touched Mainaka mountain and moved ahead. So Maya will present temptations, allurements, distractions, opportunities for sense gratification. It's our responsibility to say no without hating Maya. It's our responsibility. Maya has no power to interfere with our independence. When we misuse our independence, we give in to her temptations. When we use our independence appropriately, then we will not give in to her temptations, but we'll hold the lotus feet of the Lord. Hold the lotus feet of devotees. So we need to hold onto the lotus feet of devotees with great determination. That's our hope. Devotees are living devotees, but devotees may not be on the planet also. You can still hold on to their lotus feet. Both categories of devotees. Those who are living right in front of you, contemporary devotees. Second, the devotees in the Shastra. Take shelter of Kunti Mata. Take shelter of Prahalad Maharaj. Sincerely take shelter of Dhruva Maharaj. Take inspiration from his determination. Take shelter of Ambarish Maharaj. Genuinely seek shelter of Pandavas, Parikshit Maharaj, Prithu Maharaj, Narada Muni, Vyasadev, Bhishmadev. So many devotees are there. Study their histories. Study their prayers. Study their personal example of how much dedicated they are in Krishna's service. Study the example of Haridas Thakura, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Ramananda Rai. You see? That's how, when we are in touch with devotees, when we humbly take shelter of devotees, follow their inspiring examples, learn from them, seek inspiration from them, we can be steady in the practice of bhakti. Our progress can be slow, but it has to be steady. And that's what Devahuti also said. Devahuti Mata said, I associated with you for sense gratification. But still, although I am immature, I am innocent, or I am ignorant, or whatever I am, although I approached you for sense gratification, still you are an exalted devotee. Your association should only spiritually benefit me, not materially. I should get spiritual benefit by your association because you are compassionate. Somebody comes to steal something from a devotee, but seeing the devotee's kindness, he will give up his robbery. Somebody shows anger on a devotee, but seeing the ability of the devotee to tolerate this angry man is transformed. So that is sadhu lakshana. And apart from doing our chanting and hearing and worshipping and services, it's our responsibility to cultivate these aspects of Vaishnava character also. Forgiveness, compassion, appropriate compassion, not inappropriate compassion, not misplaced compassion. Appropriate forgiveness. Not in the name of forgiveness, you can't just tolerate someone doing Vaishnava aparadh or behaving inappropriately. He went to the altar and has stolen some golden ornament of the deity. Will you forgive him? In heart you forgive, but take an action. Retrieve the golden ornament back and make him understand it's an offense. If he's not understanding, keep him away. Never enter this area. Even you do the needful, depending on the severity of the situation and severity of the offense. We should not lose discrimination in the name of forgiveness or compassion and all these things. So our primary priority is to protect our own devotional connection with Krishna. And when we maintain that devotional connection with Krishna, through our prayers, through our sadhana, through our swadhyaya, through our seva, through our sadachar, then we will be able to have a positive impact on others' lives. We can help them connect with Krishna. When we ourselves are not connected to Krishna, how can we connect? If you have your mobile, if your mobile signal itself is weak, then how can your hotspot work? Right? You connect a hotspot, right? Laptop doesn't have Wi-Fi and you put hotspot on mobile on your Android phone, and this signal is full here. Hotspot connection is super full. On your laptop you see 5 rings or 4 rings or 4 lines, etc. But internet is down. Why? Your mobile itself is not connected. Here you see only 1 dot is there. Here they see 5 dots. Similarly, this mobile is not, this phone, smartphone is not connected to the original signal, but this laptop is connected to the smartphone. Similarly, your disciple or your counselee, when you are preaching, you are a mentor or a counselor or a preacher, so the people whom you are preaching to are connected to you very strongly, but you are not connected to Krishna. That's the problem. Right? That's like andha yathandayar upagiyamana tepisha tantriya muridamini baddha. You know that? The blind man leads 10 other blind men to hell. Rahul Maharaj says that. You will read in 7th canto soon. So when our connection with Krishna is weak, how can we connect others to Krishna? Impossible. So we need to make our connection with Krishna strong. When your mobile data is having full signal, then your hotspot will work. When you put, when you have very weak signal, what will hotspot do? It's very illusory to see that there is like 5 lines on your laptop. Oh, signal is very good, but idhar ka signal weak hai. In your smartphone signal is very weak. Similarly, you may think that they are serving me very sincerely, but are you serving Krishna and Guru sincerely? So we need to connect with another devotee who is genuinely connected to Krishna. And we need to connect ourselves to Krishna so much before connecting others to Krishna. We can connect others to Krishna only when we are connected to Krishna. If you are disconnected from Krishna and Guru's instructions, what connection can we give to others? Just we are imagining ourselves to be Siksha Gurus. I'm counselor, I'm mentor, this and that, and holding all pride and envy in the heart and not properly doing sadhana. It's very risky situation, right? People are offering you respect, thinking that you are their counselor, mentor, this and that, and we ourselves are struggling, even in basics of our spiritual life. That's a very tricky situation, right? So, but the reality is, when somebody is a genuine sadhu, whoever approaches that sadhu will be connected to Krishna. Even if this man approaches this sadhu with a negative intention, they will be connected to Krishna. That's what a sadhu is. What is sadhu? There are so many definitions of sadhus, but one important facet of a sadhu is that sadhu can connect conditioned souls to Krishna. whatever may be the mentality of the conditioned soul. Some conditioned souls may approach with so much humility and devotion, and some approaches with pride, or with some kind of malicious tendencies. Whatever it may be, sadhu should connect people to Krishna. Sadhu is a genuine well-wisher. Very, very big responsibility. So I am speaking all this because these are the teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam. I am speaking this for my purification. I am not a sadhu yet. I am aspiring to be sadhu, holding on to the lotus feet of other sadhus. That's all I can say. I am not on this level. I am speaking this mainly because it's a fact. We have to speak the fact. But we need to work on it. Work in progress. Thank you very much. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Questions? Yes, Prabhu.
Harish. So you said in the case of Kalia, like he got special mercy of Krishna because Nagpatni prayed for him.
Yes.
And you also said ki like we can invoke the mercy of a devotee by our good character, good attitude. So related to this, how like what was in Kalia which invoked the compassion mercy of Nagpatni?
I didn't understand the question.
You said Kalia got the real mercy of Krishna
because Kalia's wives prayed to Krishna. Kalia got some mercy of Krishna.
You also said that we can invoke the mercy, compassion of devotee by our good attitude and good character.
Yes.
So in the case of Kalia, what invoke the...
No. That they are causelessly compassionate on Kalia. That's what I also said, that even if somebody approaches a sadhu with negative intention, still the sadhu is compassionate, he will pray for them. These are like two different points made in different countries, but they are connected.
Yeah, so from our side, we should have developed good character so that we can invoke mercy of.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, Prabhu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prabhu never asked a question. These two Prabhus ask so many questions anyways. I will take this Prabhu's question. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, like you mentioned that whenever we do some service or whatever we do, we should do as an offering, and we should not be attached to the results or appreciation from that. So I just wanted to check that there is always a need for validation, or there is inner thing that someone should at least tell me that this was performed all right, or is that expectation wrong, or is it that yes?
Not wrong. Definitely not wrong. But it may not be fulfilled always. Yeah, we can expect validation. It's a very good attitude. Okay, I'm doing this. Someone should pat my back. Someone should approve it. Someone should correct me, help me, guide me. That's a wonderful attitude. But you may not always get that opportunity. But you are fortunate. I know you all have some good guides and all. You're having some personal guidance, but it's not possible for everybody. You're in a good system. Thank you. Yes, Mataji. Mic. Take the mic. Wait for a second.
Harekrishna. I would like to know how can we understand in proper way what is chastity?
Chastity.
Chastity. Please, can you explain, Prabhu? Because sometimes I listen superficial meanings about chastity. I would like to know.
You're asking how to be chaste, or what is chastity?
What is chastity and how practice chastity?
Chastity is like completely or sincerely being committed to the principles taught by scriptures, the teachings of Guru and Acharyas, and being very loyal to the parampara, loyal to the Siddhanta, loyal to the philosophy, and not getting distracted or deviated in any circumstances. So we should uphold the principles, values and virtues taught by Guru, Sadhu and Shastra, even in tricky circumstances, and that is chastity, chaste. We need to cultivate that chastity and loyalty in our relationship with Krishna, Guru, our own parampara and the Vaishnava Siddhanta, or a philosophy that is taught to us. That is chastity. Not getting distracted or deviated. We may not be able to come up to the mark of being pure devotees overnight. That does not mean we are not unchaste. We are not chaste. At least that sincere intention to remain chaste to this parampara's teachings must be there. I will try my best to uphold these teachings. I will worship only this deity. I will follow the instructions of this acharya. So that is chastity. We may not be able to follow completely, right? But our intention is to follow only them, nothing else. Right? For example, this simple thing. You are all chanting Harekrishna Maha Mantra. We may not be able to chant attentively overnight. Anyone chanting all 16 rounds into 108 mantras attentively every day here? No, not a single hand. Even my hand also is not up. It takes a lot of time. But we may not be able to come up to the mark in terms of chanting or understanding the philosophy, etc. But we will not change the mantra. Right? Changing the mantra is unchaste. Sticking to the mantra and trying your best to chant it, that is chastity. Right? So, does it make sense? Okay. Any other question? Yes, now other two.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, this is actually, you said that we may be trying to help someone to connect to Krishna, but if we are ourselves not connected, then what is the possibility of connecting them? So, obviously, at least in my case, we are in practicing stage, and we also do to whatever level we can, we preach. And allurements of Maya is obviously there, and it's, at least my case, it's time to time we may give in to it. It's not wantedly, but accidentally, sometimes even contemplated, many, whatever cases it is. So at that time, the kind of dejection we face, or from inside especially, means we are letting them down. So what can we do?
That dejection is good. But the dejection should not make you dysfunctional. When we are not up to the mark, we are not pure enough, we are not sincere enough, we should regret, we should repent, we should feel bad, we should feel sorrow. But all that regret and repentance should not make you give up bhakti. Should only increase our determination in bhakti. If we are not up to the mark and people are coming to us for some advice, this and that should embarrass you, that should humiliate you. And from that humiliation, humility is born. From that embarrassment, sincerity is born. Supposed to take birth. So, repenting is good, but don't become dysfunctional. Don't give up. Repentance should not lead to giving up bhakti. Repentance should only lead to increased determination in bhakti, increased commitment to the path. And coming back to what is the logic behind preaching when I myself am not yet sincere? The logic is simple. Whatever you have heard and understood from bona fide sources, just repeat it for their benefit. And don't think that you are benefiting them. Your philosophy is benefiting them. The process is benefiting them, not the person here. Even if you are actually benefiting them, you should not think, you should not take credit for it. Let the process work on it. Somehow, by the mercy of great acharyas, Vaishnavas, I got access to this process. Let me share this process with others. They will also get benefited. That's all. Be like a postman. Be like a communicator. Be like a transparent transmitter of the teachings. That's all. And if they are praising you, you say, I'm not yet there. Please don't give me too much credit for it. So I'm happy to help you in this way by communicating that message. So you can connect to other devotees or seniors. That's all. Problem comes when we become possessive. These are my people. I preach to them. Maine banaya bhakto. I have made them devotees. So that possessiveness, that controllership, the taking credit consciously and unconsciously, that creates a bigger problem. Do it as a service. You will not feel too embarrassed. So, and there is a positive side of that embarrassment also. When you are not yet up to the mark, then you should honestly feel guilty and regret for it and improve. All that episodes of guilt and repentance should only help us go one step ahead, increase seriousness by one more point. Does it make sense? Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.